Today's video is going to be about some airsoft anecdotes, some crazy stories, funny stories, whatever, that have happened to me over the years. I hope you enjoy them and you get a kick out of them. Today's story is going to be a little cautionary tale, I guess. What this was is we went to a location that was about a little less than an hour away, and we had only gone there twice before, so this was the third time going there. It's a very small field. They only have it's a paintball field, so they only have a small section for airsoft. We were trying to get them to expand to the paintball sections in the back, which are huge and really cool, but couldn't seem to get them to do it. Eventually they're doing it now, but what we were doing, we're in this small field, not that wide. It's not bad for length, but there was a lot of close quarters on it because they had this paintball mindset that, oh, 50 feet apart, 70 feet apart, that's fine. No, you need a little bit longer. One of the managers, I actually gave him my pistol and we were shooting it out to like 100 feet and he's like, oh, amazed. But the story is, I actually gave this guy a lot of advice. The manager, and they made up a rule set and they posted it online, and one of the rules was 400 with 2.0s or 1.49 joules, sniper rifles were 2.3 joules, and semi-only. Awesome. First two times we were there, it was a small crowd the first time. Second time was not a bad crowd, it was a little bit bigger. It's still, if you get too big of a crowd, this was too tight of a field for anybody. Like we did 10 on 10 on the second time we were there and it was packed. So smaller crowds were good. If they allowed us to go in the backfields, we could do like 15, 20 versus 20 and it would have been no problem. But these small area up front that we're playing at was an issue. Now, playing there as a sniper, and the first time we both brought sniper rifles, me and my buddy that went there, Rebel. And we had a good time, you know, and I was even using my pistol in a couple of spots. No issues. Everybody's calling their hits. Everybody's having a good time. Good crew. And the caveat that I want to make sure everybody will listen to is that they stated in their rules, semi-only, no full auto. We go up this third time, and there's this group of like 12 people there that come after we come there. We're both got snipers and pistols, you know, we're not same thing that we're going to have. And the regular group is there. There's about 4 or 5 of them there. And only like the second or third time they've been playing as well at the location. But that's like the second or third time they've been playing airsoft as well. So they're a little bit of a noobs. And this group of about 12 people came there. And I found out later after the fact that they came from this location in New Jersey where they played indoor arena. Now, they had set up a chrono and everybody was chronoing, you know, making sure they were on target for the joules. And these guys are blazing away full auto. And I said, hey, semi-only to the ref. He said, no, we're going to be shooting full auto today. I said, well, why? He said, well, these guys want to shoot full auto. I said, well, there's a bunch of us don't. He said, well, that's what they want to do. And there was 12 of them, and there was about 8 of us. So I'm standing there with my sniper rifle. I just finished chronoing my pistol. And this guy comes up, and he blazes away. And I mean, it's fast. 43 rounds per second on the chrono. I'm like, wow. And his buddy says to him, oh, listen to this. He puts it through the chrono. And it sounded like its chainsaw is too slow. It sounded like a fan. It went zzz, like that. And I'm like, oh my God. And I had to go over to chrono. 65 rounds per second. He says to his buddy, I can't wait to shoot somebody with this. Now, they have no stated rounds per second rate of fire limit on the field. We discussed it, but he said, oh yeah, it's going to be semi-only, so we don't have to worry about that. So I go in to the manager and I say, hey, what's the deal with shooting full auto? Oh, well, they came down, they want to shoot full auto. I said, well, what's the rate of fire limit? He said, I don't know. I said, well, they're saying 65 rounds a second, or shooting 65 rounds a second. They're saying they can't wait to shoot somebody. Oh, we're going to tell them to shoot in bursts. I said, at 65 rounds a second, a burst could be 1 or 2 seconds, or even 3. So that's 60 to 120 to 180 rounds that I'm going to get hit with in a 3-second burst. I said, you realize that, right? Oh, I don't think it'll be that bad. I said, you don't understand what I'm talking about, do you? I said, these guys are telling me they're all using like 3 O's, 3 2s, the one guy was using. I said, and they're going to be shooting 40 to 65 rounds per second, at least 2 of them. And I said, a couple of the other ones, it sounded like they had really high rate of fire guns too, and they want to shoot full auto in this really small, short distance area. I said, you had it listed on your site, semi-only at this location. Oh, well, they want to shoot full auto. He was not getting what I was saying. So I said to him, sorry, I don't want to play here today if these guys are going to be shooting full auto. I said, I want my money back. And I remember the manager, the owner came over and he said, what's the problem? I said, and I'm trying to explain to him, well, they want to shoot full auto. And I'm like, well, I don't want to shoot full auto. And I'm not going to play in a game where I'm going to get overshot and hurt. I said, I want my money back. And my buddy came in and he said, yeah, I don't want to play here either. I want my money back. So they're hemming and hawing, and I'm standing there. I said, what's the problem? It's not even, the game hasn't even started. No one, I said, I don't want to play. I want my money back. So they begrudgingly gave me my money back and gave me my buddy's money back. We walk over. I load the gear up. In the car we went. We went down the road. We found a place. Got some lunch. And came home. I found out later from one of the guys that was there, that one of the noobs that had just been playing, he said, that was a horrible day. He said, I have so many welts from that day. He said, these guys would come around the corner and blaze at you. And he said, I don't know how many BBs he put into me, but he said, I got this big red streak on my back where he hit me. And I'm like, 65 rounds per second is what you got. Even if he shot you for 2 seconds, that's 130 rounds. He said, I didn't think they were going to shoot like that. I said, tell the manager. I never followed up with it, and although I did send a couple of personal messages to the manager trying to get some response back from him on why he went full auto. There was some controversy and everything like that. Never wanted to talk to me again. I have not gotten a response back from all the messages I sent to him. And I know that a friend of ours went up there recently, and he didn't like the gameplay. He said it was too close. They left after about 2 hours. So that's a cautionary tale. Like, if a paintball location doesn't know the difference between that airsoft can shoot farther, shoot faster than a paintball gun. Now, granted, some paintball guns can, spam the trigger and get some pretty good rate of fire, but not 65 rounds per second. I don't think I've ever seen a paintball gun shoot that. And if you state in your rules online that you are semi-only, no full auto, okay, and a 20-foot engagement distance, and all 3 of those things go out the window when a larger group comes in, you have a problem. So not only did he lose me and my buddy, but all the rest of the people on my team want to have nothing to do with that place. And another team that we deal with that has 6 members, they don't want to have nothing to deal with the place. So it's got a bad rep already from breaking their own rules. I like going to paintball places, and there's 3 or 4 paintball places we go to that are fantastic. They listen to the people. that are there. They work within the airsoft rules. They understand that airsoft shoots farther than paintball, and it shoots faster sometimes. And I think of all the fields I went to, one is semi-only, but the other ones have lower FPS rates, so it's not a problem. And they have rate of fire limits. Both of the fields that I go to in New York used to have a 25, now they're both down to 20, and they shoot, the one place shoots 400 with 2 O's or 149 joules. The other place shoots 400 with 2 5s or 1.86 joules. But they're very strict on the rules. They tag the guns the whole 9 yards. So there's a point where if you're going to have a field and you're going to have a rule set, don't break it because you have a new set of people coming in. The rules are the rules. If you were going to have full auto, you should have had it from day one. You don't start one way and then say, oh, I just want to change it up because we have 12 paying customers today that want to shoot full auto. What about the 8 that come regularly that might not show up now anymore if you're going to allow people to come in and shoot like that? It's a questionable thing. Take from what you want from this story. It is a cautionary tale. This is not the first time that I've gone to a location and been there less than an hour because of the rules were changed or the refs didn't seem to care or things like that. I've been to several fields like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day. New video setup. New ring light, same old camera. Hope it looks better.